Everyone, welcome to Tea House Mimic. We are at session 3 of Casus Immortalis. Excited to have you here. Before we get started, I just have a few things to announce. We have some open positions on our upcoming pickup session and our one-shot in March, so please join us in our Discord and sign up for them. And of course, we also have Echoes of the Grey City coming back on Monday night. And is there anything else, Ev?
I think so. We'll be back next week with more Casus.
Of course, of
And yeah,
course.
if you're not in our Discord, what are you even doing? You should definitely check us out. We are always looking for some new players and some DMs who want to come and DM with us. We're still having signups if you guys want to come DM a game for us. And yeah, we'll pass it on over to Adam. We'll hop on into Casus.
Cool. Um, and a little bit of a different twist from how we typically start the sessions. Um, we're gonna do a little character vignette. So, um, as midnight approaches, and you've had the whole day for the tension to just build up. It's that moment I think all of you are familiar with where you're just like waiting for something. It's like you're waiting to hear back from a new job or whatever it might be, and your stomach is just knotted. And you're hungry but you can't eat. Everything is just like is eternally slower. Nona, it's hard to take your eyes away from the constellations above. As your coming of age ceremony is about to begin, your mother's giving you the time off to sort of prepare yourself. What are you doing as you are getting ready for this ceremony?
I think more so, I've spent the day preparing myself in every way. But now I'm just trying to. At this point in my life, Nona's very young. She's 11. So at this point in her life, she's probably cross-legged on the grass, looking up at the skies and just trying to calm and center herself.
In that moment, your parents they come give you a little bit of bread from the bakery to kind of you need to get something in you as your mother, the eternal caregiver, a doula to everyone else. She can't help but be a caregiver for you as well. Before they head off with the rest of the village, as you try to gain some semblance of peace, and the moon rises, and the stars that were already visible during the day have become almost like blinding, like bright at night, where you can visibly see the many constellations across the sky, and you're just wondering what's the one that's going to be yours. As a lion comes up to you from behind, and in sort of the awkward, sort of gangly teenager phase where he's like, he already had his coming of age ceremony last year, and he's ready to go out and live. And he's like, I think it's your turn. I think you have to go up to the
Already?
village. Yeah. He's like, I'm supposed to give you this, and he just sort of like hands you a piece of like cord, like like sort of twined rope that's sort of more intricate than just like a standard rope. It's been dyed white.
I'm just gonna kind of take it and clasp it in my hand, hold it close to my chest.
And the cicadas buzzing. In the summer solstice, the heat is finally starting to cool off for the day, but the humidity is still here. And he sort of heads off first, as he's assuming you're going to follow, and he strides forward. The robe's clearly too large for him, wearing some hand-me-downs perhaps from his parents, as he joins in with the rest of the villagers. And you can see as you get closer the retrofitted gallows, this sort of pseudo stage that is used for the village's coming of age ceremonies. You see candles, everybody's holding out, and everybody is holding on to these cords. And you can see what looks like some sort of wicker dragon that is getting ready to be burnt for the final part of the ceremony, and they're just ready for you to take your place.
Nona knows exactly where she needs to go, so she's just and slowly walks forward. She's shaking a little bit, very nervous.
And it's tough. You know, you're about 10 years old at this time, and you are going up and basically standing by yourself on a stage in front of everybody else. And in that moment, a lion, who's sort of the overseer for this ceremony, being the most recent graduate himself, comes up, and with sort of like a little bit of a squeaky voice, he kind of like makes his way up, and in these moments he has been connecting the chords of everybody, sort of like everybody is slowly like knotting them together. And he speaks out to you, but mainly to the crowd, and sort of like an orator style. Nona, how will you connect to the wider world? And who will be your mentor? As you have had a lot of time to think about this, about how you connect as you become an adult and you're becoming accepted into the community, what will you do? This is sort of like your career. Who will you be? What do you think? Nona says in this moment.
Nona pauses for a moment. I believe that I've grown up learning to bring life into this world as much as I can, and I think that it is my duty to continue to bring life into this world and protect it. So that is what I will do. And she looks at her mother, smiles.
Your mom just kind of like puts a hand over her heart, and you can just see she's like gladly weeping. You know, there's just like, she doesn't care, and your father puts his arms around her, and they just are ecstatic for you. You can feel the warmth. And Elian goes to take the cord, and he kind of like goes to look up as at the midnight, as it's striking. Every time on the summer solstice, there is starfall. When there are some other areas may call it a meteor shower, there's a moment when the stars fall, and where they fall is over the constellation that is you. And in that moment, you will be marked. And you wait. And you wait. And there's this sort of like awkward pause after about like 30, 40 seconds. In a few minutes. And people are coughing, and Arlon, his father, who sort of the overseer of the village before, kind of steps up and then kind of whispers to Elian. Elian's like, "What's going on?" He's like, and the starfall doesn't come. And Arlon goes, perhaps this isn't the time for you yet. Can I?
No,
and he just
I
goes
was meant
to
for this.
grab your cord from you. And
I hold it closer. No. No, everyone before me, they've been chosen. I'm supposed to be chosen too.
he looks at you with like a little bit of pain. But he's like, it's for your best. If the stars haven't chosen you, now's not your time. We're looking out for you, and you know it's we just need to figure it out. Maybe let me have the cord, and we can think. Maybe we can revisit it tomorrow night or something. And he holds out his hand. And he kind of just takes it back after a little bit of a tug. He's like, now everybody, I think maybe it's best if you just head back inside, and I'll put out a meeting tomorrow with the elders. And at that moment, people just start to like whisper. And it's really when their backs turn that it kind of like hits you as everybody departs, and all you see is people turned around, except your parents and a lion, as your parents go up to grab Arlon and try to figure out what's going on. And they head off, and you do not meet tomorrow night. You do not meet the night after that. The stars do not fall for you, Nona, nor do you have a mark. But in that moment, afterwards, as you're sort of just stunned and waiting here, Elian comes back up. He's like, are you okay? I got you some bread. What's Nona's favorite bread from your parents' bakery?
Probably their cream puffs.
He brings a cream puff. He's like, maybe I always, eat some food if I can't figure out what to do. He kind of just like hands you a cream puff that is just a little bit of cream that's like oozed out the side. And his hand kind of like shakes a little bit as he hands it to you. So in the sort of awkward teenage boy way, where they are a little bit careless with the words, when they don't realize the weight that they have yet, he kind of, so what did you do? I mean, like, why didn't it work?
I don't know. It's supposed to, right?
Worked for me. See, like, you can see the mark on his forehead that looks like a little bit of like a flame. And he's like, maybe we can talk with Arlon later. He does not sound convinced when he says that.
When he says that, I think it just kind of all, like, it looks like Nona maybe has finally understood the gravity of what just happened. She crumbles and just falls to the ground and just covers her face.
In his sort of like awkwardness, he like goes to like pat you on the shoulder and just kind of like does it a few times before he just like, I'm sorry. I need to go back to my... And he just sort of like starts to walk off. Maybe you can come with me when I go out. As he sort of like, I'm going to archery. As he says he's going off to the capital. And I'm real sorry, Nona. Let me know if there's anything I can do. And he walks off before eventually your mom comes to take care of you. But in that moment, as you, it's hard as we come back into the real world not to remember these things in a moment, because there are two people remembering this right now. Nona up top and a lion down below. As you all manage to survive and pull yourselves out of this death trap, this tomb, this barrows where the memories and the bodies of the fallen cling still. And there is, let me change the music a little bit. See if I can find something that is more fitting. Will work. You all were, there's a few things. One, Gabriella, as you have taken everybody with these coals and you had a short rest, as a musician, how might you have inspired people?
I sing a little ditty. And I inspire, I think I'm gonna inspire Nona and what's Nicole? Morta. I'm gonna inspire those two because they seem like they've been kind of heavy lately, especially with their village kind of being endangered.
How do you, what's your little ditty? You don't need to sing it, just like, you know, is it like you just play a little with your instrument?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I play with like my lute.
As you play a little ditty, both of you have heroic inspiration. And in this moment, as you guys are going to, you have escaped, you've gathered everything, the camera pans down to a different area. Give me 1 second. My notes are hard to find. In this moment, I'll let you guys talk for a second as I'm trying to find my notes. As you guys maybe think about your plan as you're bringing the coals over towards back to the start of where everything was going on.
Smoke them out, right?
Yeah, I'm out.
Just throw a bunch of fire down in there.
Attract others.
Should we think about running away so they don't? They're probably gonna be really mad when they come out of here, like angry hornets.
If they make it out of there.
True.
That's a good point.
As you bring the coals, you light them, the camera pans down to what's going on below, at the bottom. Now, if they return, what do we know about them? Nona is the emotional town guard dog. But with Elia, this shouldn't be easy enough. The shady tieflings, one of our own. Do you think Orion is keeping tabs on us? The cleric is a non-believer. His bones will serve my god in undeath. No. No one dies without my say. Especially not Shades? She's somebody. I can't put my finger on her. The dragon and the house cat must have trailed us from the divided chains. Yes, it seems most probable they slipped out through the back passages when we were dealing with the Knight of Cal. They are uncoordinated, emotional, and only survived so far by Betete's luck. Do not speak her name, or any other false god. Now, let's figure this out. What? and she gets pelted by burning coals as they're in the middle of this, and she looks up and gets hit by another as you all have been pouring these smoking coals down to the bottom. And after dumping your guys your armfuls of burning coals down there to light a fire and smoke them out and figure out what goes on, Lestheris calls up from below. Hello? As it kind of like echoes. Hello? Hello? Perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
I'm gonna minor illusion, like some village elder. Like it sounds like some village elders like yelling up there, and it's like it's bonfire time.
It's bonfire time.
Yeah.
Make a deception check.
20.
And she's like, go find Nona, whoever you are. I think we need to speak. We'll give you a few moments.
Should we just haul ass out of here?
You can
Don't
see
like
in this
that they know
moment.
my name.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can see in this moment, like, the fumes from, like, whatever ritual is going on, this, like, miasma, is sort of blending with the smoke that's starting to pull up. The smoke is definitely starting to obscure the area, but it seems likely to only sort of lightly obscure it. It's gonna make it smoky down there, but you're unsure whether it's likely to, like, fully smoke them out.
Do we need to add more fire, maybe?
Do we want to add more fuel? We go back.
Do you want
Are there any
keep it rolling.
like small trees around us that we could break branches off of? And
Oh yeah, isn't
Chuck
there
down
like
there?
a forest like nearby? But it's raining
You
though.
could go up there, but it just rained all night. Or
Never
for
mind.
maybe not all night, but for a number of hours. And what you're trying to do, unfortunately, is like trying to set up a fire from like a couple stories up. And you get the sense they're probably going to like kick apart anything that you guys put down there. It's not to say that it won't be like the smoke won't cause something, but would be very difficult to set up a full fire from like here to give enough fuel in a stone area.
gotcha.
Is there any oil? Does anybody have oil? Is there oil in the village?
Probably in the village, but I would imagine we don't have time to get there and back at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, I say that maybe we continue.
Oh, I have flasks of oil. It says flask of oil.
Yeah,
Yeah, oil.
you probably have a few flasks of oil. You'll be able to probably light some stuff on fire. Unfortunately, I think you all are trying to avoid doing something because you don't want to go back down there.
No.
But you know that whatever is going on, you're gonna have to stop them at the source. That's not to say you can't distract them and do something that's gonna aid in your thing there, but you're gonna have to go back down there.
All right. Then
Can I
Than
first
is
try
gonna
to
be
like throw down my 8 flasks of oil?
Yes. So one at a time, you light it and you throw. I assume you throw down your flasks of oil, and all you hear in response is like, as you can see them trying to put out. Lestheris trying to put out the flames down there, is you're just going to burn the night. As you can just hear a little chuckle, and you can see that like it's kind of far off. Honestly, it's at the edge of your guys' vision, but because you all have dark vision, if I'm not mistaken, right? That they're at the top, what looks to be the knight, who is restrained on the on top of the sarcophagus, and he's like just kind of like looking up at you all, and you just hear him say, "Kill me, I can take it."
Maybe we don't let them kill him. I have a feeling he might be a sacrifice.
Yeah. We should probably go down there.
Intervene.
Yep. Dan's gonna definitely be like, all right, that's it. That didn't work. We gotta go down. Come on, everybody.
Yep.
Or if you're not coming,
let's
I'm
go.
going. Ornick, come
How
on.
far is the drop?
It's about a 60-foot drop to get
I'm
to
not
the full
jumping.
bottom.
Okay.
The alternative
go down the normal way.
is to go down further. And you guys are at the top here. I'm going to move you all. Are you guys just going down the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Do it.
Okay. I'm gonna move you guys to like the next area. So can you see that on the map?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are on the next area. How are you going down? So at this point, you know 2 ways to get back down there. There is the way that you took to escape, and there is the regular staircase.
I'm gonna use the regular staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, just going.
Just face
They
this
know-
head
they know where
on,
we're
man.
going.
Okay.
They know who we are.
As you guys, I'm gonna move you guys all together. So I'm gonna put you as like a little group. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna move you all as a little group.
Can I like? Well, never mind. Actually, I was gonna ask if I could
Yep. go
if
ahead.
I could check that area where that toe was. I assume the toe's not there anymore.
As in a quick run, you go over there, and the toe and the bowl are upturned. All you see is a toenail that has been peeled off the pinky toe, and it looks to be lifeless.
Don't like that.
I'm going to pull you guys onto the map down here. In this moment, what is the marching order of everybody?
Allow me to go first.
I'll be right
I'm
behind
definitely going
Nicole.
first.
Don't follow too closely.
Okay, so before you all move yourselves out, as you get closer below, you can hear Lestheris call out. Just like, and you can just hear like the heavy breaths of something, like something hulking around the corner. As she calls out, "Thank you for coming to speak. I think we've gotten off on the wrong foot. I think we can come to some sort of resolution as you guys make your way around the corner."
What resolution did you have in mind?
Can I stay like behind, like
Sure.
I kind of around the corner, like where I'm not
Sure.
seen?
So you just move yourself to where you are, where you would be.
Thank
This is sort of like a ramp that's around here. So as you guys are coming, descending the ramp, you can see next to her is the horror. That is like this massive amalgamation of stitched faces and undead body parts that have been given unlife. And it's in a sort of defensive stance, kind of partly in between you and Lestheris as she calls out from the other side. You can see body parts, 2 of which were stolen during the last session, are positioned around, and on the top of the sarcophagus is the knight, who is this dwarven knight who is strapped to it with chains. And you can see Lesteris calls out, "Perhaps we got off on the wrong foot."
I don't
What
know
kind of
about that. I think you exactly are showing your feet. Just like what you did with that toe.
Ah, the toe, yes. Well, I needed to do it to begin the ritual.
Yeah, and what ritual is this exactly? What's going on here?
Are any of you versed in the arcane?
I dabble.
I think so. Make a deception check. Make it fan. Sorry, I assume it's deception. Is Than versed in the arcane?
No, not
Okay.
really.
Make a deception check for me, please.
All right. That is a 6.
Okay.
Is this purely arcane, or is there a religious angle that I might know?
I'll allow you to make a religion check.
Okay. It's 14 total.
Similar to before, like, she is bringing somebody back, but you get the sense that, like, if she wanted to bring somebody back, she did that to many other things around here. And there's a uncomfortable smell in the air, like, that's beyond the smoke. That, by the way, you guys, this whole area is starting to be, like, lightly obscured. That there's just sort of, like, smoke that's kind of filtering in and around, and it's giving this sort of hazy feel to it all. And something that is not of this world. That's all you can kind of gather with a 14. I am accomplishing something no one else has achieved. You can either be with me, or you can be against me.
Well, and that depends entirely on what you are trying to accomplish. So why don't you share?
Spill.
I am assembling power. As you see, a lion kind of crawls up onto her shoulder, and it's just kind of like his hand is just like perched. And she just kind of like pets a lion with like her finger a little bit. And the Obsidian Order does not know what's best for them. There is conflict, and the only way to regain my place with a little more power. And I found somebody here who can help. As she looks towards the tomb.
Oh, hell no.
Now, I understand some of you might have some concerns. She will be under my control. Do not worry.
I'm going to immediately just pull out my sword and I'm going to charge her.
In that moment, the horror steps forward in between both of you, and I need everybody to roll perception checks. Anybody who rolls
15.
above a 15. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Anybody who rolls above a 15 gets advantage on their initiative. Anybody who rolled below a 15 gets disadvantage. As the tomb right behind you, Gab, is the sarcophagus lid is thrown off, and you see Jedar, the apostate, appear behind you and then you see the tombs that are all next to you all. It seems like my seat and Jedar were waiting, as my seat pulls herself up here, Jedar over here, and a number of undead as well pop up out of these tombs. They were unsure which side you were coming from, so they kind of positioned themselves in a variety of places. And if I'm not mistaken, there are 3 skeletons, and so 3 skeletons, decrepit skeletons pop up, 3 rotting zombies that are here, and one of them is over here. I need everybody roll initiative and let me know what you got.
So with a 15, am I a straight roll or with advantage?
With advantage.
So with disadvantage, does that mean I roll twice and I take the lower one?
Yes.
Cool.
Interesting.
I got 11.
Okay. 9 for Ripple.
That was a nat 20 for Nona.
What is your bonus?
And my bonus, so that means somebody
initiative.
else rolled a nat 20. It's a 1, so 21.
Okay. In this moment, as everything is beginning, Morta. What's
Yeah,
your-
4.
Okay. 4. And your bonus? Plus 2?
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 2. So.
Okay, I just want to make sure because someone else also rolled a 4, so I wanted to know what your bonus is so I can put you
Yes.
above or below
Great.
them.
Gotcha.
Ornick, Than.
Than has rolled an 8, and then Ornick has rolled a 10. That was after Ornick being advantage. Than was not.
Okay. And is there any else on mini? Gabriella?
I got 11.
11.
I've also got an 11.
Oh, you got 11, not a 9? Sorry. And Ripple, 11. Okay, I pre-rolled all of their initiatives. So, in this moment, you see as Lesteris calls out, "Now!" And everybody pops out, breaking off the tombs. Some of the skeletons struggling a little bit. The zombies seem to throw it off with ease. Jedar punches it off, and there's like just a force of like, it goes up 3 feet in the air before falling off to the side. And I'm just gonna say, they might not be going for the people closest to them. Some of them might have their own ends. As Nona, you are up first as Lesteris pulls her book open and just starts to chant. As that smell of something otherworldly starts to grow stronger.
Lesteris is, how do you ping in Foundry again?
Lesteris is
right here.
Yes. I'm going to display her name because I forgot to do that. That will probably help. What is your movement?
My movement speed at the moment, 30.
Okay.
Will you allow a jump as a bonus action here if I can hop over whatever this is and jump in front of Lesteris?
Oh, that's just a pillar. A pillar.
Okay.
You have.
Will I
5,
invoke attack of
10,
opportunity if I go
15,
past
20,
the
25,
horror like
30.
this?
If you want to avoid the attack of opportunity, you won't be able to get there in 30 feet. So you're gonna have to make a decision.
Okay, let's do it.
She knew where she was positioned. She was on the other side. Are you gonna take the attack opportunity from the horror?
Sure.
Okay. As you swing, the horror. Or sorry, as you run past, the horror pulls out just like this, like a portion of its body that is just a bone that's exposed, and then slashes out at you, and you're just like, and just like this wide, grand sweep, which is going to be a d20 plus 6 for a 19 plus, that's a 25. That is going, I believe that hits. You're going to take 12 slashing damage as this thing just swings and catches you in the gut and almost like throws you back before you roll off the blade, continuing towards Lesteris.
Yeah, that really fucking hurts. Really, really fucking bad. She takes the slash on her side, and you can see just like a gaping wound there. But her adrenaline is going right now. So she is actually going to, let's see here. I love it when my Adobe doesn't like to scroll for me so I can look at my features. Give me 1 second here. I want to use Second Wind.
Yes, please. Please use second one right now and tell us how much HP.
He's like, this is your 3rd session. Please don't make me kill you.
So that is going to be... Oh my god, I rolled a 10 on the d10. That's 12 points back.
You got it back at all, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'm back at max
Okay.
now. Okay.
In that moment, there is something that's more than the pain of the bone that slices across you, and all you can think about is the village. The village above, what's going to happen to them, and who she's bringing back.
As soon, and then that's a bonus action. This is my first time playing a fighter, y'all, so I'm learning. And that's my bonus action, I believe. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take my action, and I'm going to wield my greatsword at Lesteris here, and I'm going to slice her.
Okay. As she is not, she's like paying attention to you and looking up, but she's just chanting this book. In this combat, I'm going to let you know, Lesteris is concentrating on this ritual. You need to disrupt her concentration 3 times for it to be disrupted. If it is not disrupted, something bad is going to happen. Go ahead and what is your attack?
Because she's concentrating, do I get advantage?
You do not get advantage on this, unfortunately. She
That's
is still
fine.
dodging.
I tried.
She is actively, prepared for this sort of thing.
All right, I get a +4 to my hit here. So that's
Okay.
going to be, oh my god, that's a 21.
A natural 20 or?
It was a 17 + 4, so
Okay.
21.
You hit. Roll damage for me.
And with my weapon mastery, that is going to be 10 total slashing damage.
Okay. As she takes 10 slashing damage, she's going to roll concentration check. Now, she needs to be a 10 for this. Her concentration is a +1. So she has
Okay.
a 55% chance to succeed. He rolls a natural 1.
Is that 2? Is that 2 fails?
No, that is not
Damn
2
it.
fails. That is 1. As,
Still.
you know what, actually? I will say, in this moment, as you catch her book and her chest in this moment, and as it slices through, you can see, her blood just sort of, stops just a little bit. It doesn't fully drip out, but she takes a hit. That was 10 big old demos, and she is going to, in that moment, she is just like, ugh, and like is completely knocked out of it and stops her incantations for that moment. You have knocked out 2 of her her concentration checks. And is there anything else?
No, that's my turn. I'm done with my turn. Don't let me get hurt
Okay.
again.
In that moment, she uses her reaction as you've damaged her and just pulls into the shadow. Like her form just like pulls down. Like it goes liquid and turns into sort of like an inky blackness and just kind of absorbs into the nearby shadows. And she disappears.
Is that a full disengage, or is that an attack of opportunity?
That is a reaction to disappear into a border plane, and she is going to reappear all the way over here, over on the edge of the water, as she kind of reappears in the shadow of that pillar. That is the end of your turn and her reaction. But in that moment, as she melts down into the shadow, somebody is left. As you see her ward, Halloran, appears, who you rolled higher on initiative, so he couldn't take his turn. So he normally, before you saw him take a blade for her and use his reaction to do so. He could not do so because you rolled so high on your initiative. But Halloran is here and next to you, and it is his turn now, as he is going to you see this just undead hatred for attacking his lady, as in a like a Sur sense, not like a possessive way. He is going to slash. He takes his shield up, slams you back into like near where the hand goes with her. Elian, sorry. He positions himself here and then punches you to try to like with the shield and push you up onto the where the dwarf is for a 15 plus 5, so it's 20. So I assume that hits. So you take 5 bludgeoning damage, and you need to make a strength saving throw or be knocked backwards. I couldn't hear you for a second, sorry.
That was a 17 plus 4.
Success. As you feel this strength meet you, but you meet it arm for arm as you push back against Halloran. And he is going to then, as he kind of catches you off guard, swings with his other arm and tries to clock you in the shoulder with the mace. Which is, oh my god, I'm rolling really high. 21. And is going to deal 6 bludgeoning damage as he's like, it almost like forces you to your knees as he like slams down, and there's just this undead fury and hatred as he's just like slamming you with more and more attacks. And that is the end of his turn. It is now the horror's turn. Oh, go ahead. Do you have a reaction
Jesus.
or something?
Nope, I would have been long dead now if I hadn't used Second Wind, and I could use some healing. Just letting the party know. But
The horror is going to make its way towards your group. The horror looks at you for a moment and goes towards where the mass of everybody is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And positions itself blocking the way so the rest of you can't reunite. You get the sense as you see this, Lesteris is controlling the horror, and she is telling it. This is not a mindless. It is a mindless thing in the sense that she is telling it where to go, and it goes up and is going to take an attack against you, Ripple. You're in the front. And actually, as it's going towards you, it takes out. It's like a part of its body. Just like this bone that's like kind of misshapen. It doesn't belong. Like it's just like an extra bone and throws it out towards you, like almost like a spear, a javelin. For a... Man, I'm rolling really high, I'm sorry. 22?
Oh yeah, that hits.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Oh my. You take
10 total.
piercing damage.
Oh.
You take 10 piercing damage, and you are impaled by this, and you are yanked forward and pulled up towards the horror.
Oh,
and
jeez.
he is grappling you.
Alright, I'm bloody.
Or it is grappling you.
I'm bloody.
And that is the end of its turn as it hooks you with its bone hook. And that is the end of its turn. We are now next up with my seat, who looks at you grappled, and she just like, she goes by, gives you a little kiss ripple, and then goes towards Morta. And she's like, I always wanted another friend. And she goes to just like put her mold on your head and just like takes a chunk of it off of her body and tries to like smother you with it. And that's going to be a 15 to hit.
Yep.
You take double ones, so you only take 2 necrotic damage. So,
and I also have a resistance to necrotic damage because I'm
then you take
chthonic.
1 damage.
Hell yeah.
Morta, in this... Why is Morta resistant to necrotic damage? Is it her heritage?
Yes, the chthon. She's
Yes.
a chthonic tiefling.
In this moment, the mold almost seems to like have the same reason that my seat is able to cultivate it as well as the same reason you're able to resist it. And she's like, oh, poo. And she just seems really put out by the fact that she realizes she's probably not going to make a corpse mushroom out of you. And she is going to end her turn because that's all she can do. Her bonus action, she can't do anything. And the knight that is behind you is going to struggle and try to use his strength athletics check to break the chains. For a disadvantage of a failure of 10. He needs to roll a 15, but he has disadvantage. So the knight can escape, but the knight is chained to the thing. Finally, after that, the skeletons all go. I rolled really high for initiative. The skeletons just make their way over. And start. One of them shoots a arrow at you, Nona. It takes a bone out of its rib cage and strings it onto its an arrow of like bone out of its rib cage and strings it on the bow and shoots it at you. For a 17.
AC's a 16, so that hits.
Oh wait, let me double check, let me make sure. I rolled a 13. It has 13 plus 3. So actually it's 16.
Beats it.
Okay. You take 1 piercing damage. It's just one, these things are decrepit little minions. They are not super beefy, but they do hurt in numbers. The other 2 are going to take arrows at Ornick and Morta. For 10, which I believe misses, and 11, which I believe misses against both of you. As these arrows that they take start to regrow, but they take them, string them, and then shoot, and they kind of scatter against your armor, against the stone, and then break. And then disintegrating in that moment. The zombies are gonna go now. Gabriella, one's gonna swarm you on the side from behind as it kind of moans. It kind of like breaks its arm through the stone sarcophagus for a 19, which I believe hits.
Yep.
And it does 1 damage to you. 1 bludgeoning damage. And the other zombies are gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's all they can do because they are slow-moving, shuffling zombies. And now it's Jedar's turn. I'm sure you guys will go in a hot second. Jedar appears behind you, Gabriella, and just completely avoids you. And
Interesting.
you see apostate as he just runs at you, Ripple. And he just like football like charge and hops.
Can I do like a reaction? Like,
Yeah. What do you have?
well, I think I'm just gonna make a duck noise at him again. As he goes by, just to like throw him off.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is that Jedar like does like that cool guy like tries to like slide over the front of the car and like jumps over this the railing, and you have given him disadvantage on this check as he tries, as you distract him in the moment with a whack whack as he like, this is a man that his entire life is around his god and his faith, and he has not smiled in years. And in this moment, he is completely bewildered by the idea of somebody making light of this. He's gonna roll disadvantage with an athletics check of +2. So he needs to be probably like a 10 to like vault over this little railing. But with a disadvantage, instead of a 17, it's a 7. And a 7 plus 2 is only a 9. As you make a, what is the sound again?
As a whack whack.
As a whack whack, and then you hear a boom as his body slams on the other side. And he wastes half his movement. He takes 1 bludgeoning damage. And gets up after this, but that's 5, 10, 15, and then he uses his entire movement to get up, and that's all he can do. And he is going to like, he just continues running after you. Ripple, 5, 10, and uses his dash to get to the other side. Ornick also has an attack of opportunity if Ornick would like to do something.
Oh, right. I mean, she only has an unarmed attack. I think that you could use an attack of opportunity, right? I can't like cast a spell or anything. Yep.
Not at this level.
Might as well. Exactly. All right.
She also has a staff or anything. You're welcome to use that if that's.
So that is a 15.
That hits. That just hits. His armor class is 15 as it slams and he falls down, gets back up, runs past, and as blood is like pouring from his nose and just screaming at you, Ripple, like incensed by worshiping another god. How much damage does he take?
I actually don't know. I don't have that in here.
Just roll a d4 for me and add 2.
Okay. So that is a 5.
Okay, 5 total. And you slam him in the shoulders, and like he kind of spins around but continues running after you, Ripple. And that is the end of his turn. Ripple, it is your turn. You are currently grappled by this thing that is just smothering you with undead muscles.
Things are like flashing in front of me. This is not good. I'm going to frantically search for my focus, which is a metal carved bead with an eye on it, and stick it up as high as I can and yell, "Those who have lived, be observed," and use Turn Undead.
Okay, as in this moment, you hold up this bead with an eye, and as you do so, you can feel like the flesh of the horror sizzling just as you're pulling it out. And as it starts to see what you're doing, it doesn't understand it, but it senses it, and it starts to recoil all of the undead creatures within what range?
30 feet. They have to make a wisdom saving throw against. What am I? I'm a 13 spell save.
13 wisdom saving throw. I will roll for the skeletons and the zombies as one group.
Okay.
So each of them. So first up, skeletons. That is a failure for a natural 3. So what happens when they get turned?
They are frightened and incapacitated for 1 minute, and during that duration, they have to move away from me, or as far away from me as they can during their turn. And
Okay.
it
These are
it
basically
ends if they take any damage, or if I
Okay,
die.
so
or
good
get
to know.
incapacitated.
I'm going to mark this as basically this thing is like, I don't know what's the right little indicator. We'll put little give it dehydration. No. I can't figure it out. So all of these things are dehydrated.
All right. I
And
absorbed their water.
5, 10. Yes, you absorbed the little bit of moisture that was left in them.
They are
there's-
jerky now.
You're more jerky. Okay, now the zombies are gonna roll for a 15, which succeeds. So the little guys seem to be, whether it's because they're resistant or what, they are like just mindlessly forcing their way through. The horror that is holding you is going to roll. The horror has a plus one to wisdom saving throw. He has a -1, but then he's proficient in it. So he needs to roll a 12 or higher. That is a natural 1.
Bro turns into a reason.
And in this moment, you as you hold it up, there is like moisture that gets sucked out of its flesh, and it almost gets weak, and it drops you in that moment, and is no longer grappling you, and you just hear this unearthly wail as it just and it just like runs. It's getting ready to run from you as it is dehydrated as well.
Alright. Yeah, and
Everywhere.
I guess as that's happening,
Oh.
the focus, this bead is almost like sweating like a cold drink does, and then that's just disappearing sort of into the focus. And then I'm also gonna say,
Yeah.
Kedva, see me too, and cast Healing Word on myself.
And there is one more creature that is undead. As
okay.
Halloran is also undead. As Halloran is going to roll with advantage, but he only has a +1 to the saving throw. That is a 14 and 15. So
Okay.
whether or not he had advantage, he would have succeeded. But Halloran is not frightened. But Halloran looks at you and now looks wary because he senses that there is a cleric that can push back against him. And there's an intelligence in his eyes. Now you heal yourself for 2d4 plus 3.
+4. So I'm not bloodied anymore.
Okay, how much
Yeah.
did you heal?
For 7.
Okay, as you do that, and like all of this moisture that you suck out of everyone else just kind of like flushes you back up.
I drink it.
Gross. I love
As you
it.
drink it, you drink the undead. It
I
is
love
water.
This is
It is the
doom.
unknown water. Are you going to move, Riffle? You are
I
no longer
don't.
grappled.
Would I know whether or not I would get potentially swiped at if I backed up from the flesh horror that I just turned?
The flesh horror is incapacitated, so it cannot take reactions.
Okay,
if I'm
in
not
that
mistaken.
case, I will back up a little bit to be just a little bit closer to my friends.
I'll let you look that rule up, but I'm pretty sure incapacitated means they can't take actions,
I think
and
so.
I'm going to assume reactions as well. And also, story-wise, it makes no sense if a turned undead can like attack you after you
Yeah.
just did that. So you pull back, pulling back against my seat and Jedar. That is the end of.
Cannot take actions or reactions.
Is the music not working? Oh.
Now I hear it.
Oh, I
No, I
can't
hear
hear
it.
it. Apologies. I turned it off. I'll turn it back on. It was messed up on my side. Let's swap it just very briefly. That's fine. Okay. Anything else? You're good?
That's my turn.
Gabriella, it's your turn. As everyone has popped up, shit's hit the fan. You've quacked at someone and they tripped, and there's a zombie next to you, but it's not too beefy. What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna use Thunderwave because there's some people around me and none of them are
Heads
allies.
up, Thunderwave will hit friends and allies.
Oh, I thought it was only like 15.
It's a cube, I believe. Let me double check the rule. So it's a 15-foot cube from you. So it has to be like from you, like next to you.
Yeah.
And every creature in it.
I don't think any. Are there anybody
So
like within?
So the only people next to you are your allies.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez.
The ones that are bad are, if you zoom in, are Jedar and the Mold Speaker. My seat, the Mold Speaker.
Oh, okay. I thought that was somebody else beside. Okay,
No.
never mind. I'm not doing Thunderwave.
So, what do you want to do? You have, you can heal people, you can use other spells to target people, and
I think I'm gonna hit the skeleton with my little knife, my little dagger.
the one next to you,
Yeah.
the little zombie. Okay. As you just take out your dagger and you slash at him for his AC. His AC for these guys are not too beefy. The zombie is an 8.
Oh, 20. It's a 20.
Was it a natural 20?
Yeah, it's a natural 20.
Oh, okay. In this natural 20, how do you dispatch this zombie?
I think I like headbutt him.
Okay.
And
you,
like,
you headbutt and stick a dagger in the same moment, and the zombie does not rise again because it cannot rise when it's hit with a natural 20. And it collapses onto the ground. And it is dead.
I think so like if then after that I move, so like down right here, I don't know if you can see, like it's like 3 down, 3 to the left. Can I see the
So that's the staircase that leads up.
Oh, okay, never
So
mind.
that's where you guys just came from. There's either this way or the water to the other side. That goes around the edge, but there's like a 10-foot ledge into the water. Or your big group of allies and friends that are right here. So that was your action. You still have your bonus action and movement.
I think I'm going to move down like to the edge of like this
You can hop the railing if you want.
Oh,
It'd
I
be
can?
a DC 10, right there.
Okay.
This wall right here that Jedar tried to hop over. You're gonna try to hop over too.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics check for me.
You should quack as you hop.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, maybe I will quack as I hop for this one.
DC
10. I rolled a natural 1. So I'm gonna quack while I do this.
As Gabriella, as you run over and you go to jump over it to get to the other side, you quack, and in that moment, you see Jedar look back at you, and you're like, oh no, and like you trip, face plant, you take 1 bludgeoning damage, and you get back up, but that is all your movement.
I still have my bonus action, right?
You still have your bonus action.
I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to the knight in the middle.
The knight, okay. So, what do you say to this knight as he is, kill me, I will gut you. I don't know what the knight says. And how do you inspire this knight?
I'll say get up. It's time to get motivated.
Get up, get motivated. As this dwarvish knight turns towards you. I shall. As he looks up and you see him like getting ready to strain against the chains starting to snap. Ornick, what are you doing?
All right. We are going to.
Kind of clogged up here.
Yeah, that's where I was like, I really wanted to get past all of this, but I don't really see a way that I can. So
You can go through that diagonal spot. So you can go right here if you want.
Yeah.
You can. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Especially
But,
because that zombie is
going
incapacitated, you can just push it.
Yeah. Going any farther past Jedar, that was going to give him an attack of opportunity, right?
Indeed. Or if
Yes.
Jedar is focused on
Alright.
somebody else, he may not, but you don't really know. There's a good chance, though,
Mm-hmm.
he might clock you with his warhammer that he's holding up, and it looks very heavy.
Okay. Well. I'll at least go there, and I will chance it and try to go a little bit farther over to here, basically over to the knight.
Okay. Jedar looks
Okay.
at Ornick and lets Ornick pass by. Jedar has eyes
Not worth the
now
time.
for two people, and one of them is in front of him and the other is 10 feet away from him. And he does
Fair
not
enough.
want to risk Ripple escaping.
All right.
So-
Well, she is going to. You said that that the knight is like breaking his chains. So
He's
like
getting
he
ready to
probably doesn't
break
need
after
help
being
with that?
inspired. He can use his own action, but you can also break him out.
Okay.
So it's up to you whether like you can try to help him and give him advantage. You can try to just do it yourself and break his chains and free him, or you can do something
But
else.
any of those is an action, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then I think that he can handle himself. Looks like a big boy. I will just go ahead and firebolt Halloran.
Okay. As you shoot towards Halloran, he pulls up his shield to block it. Roll an attack.
Okay. That is a 19.
That hits. Roll damage.
Yeah. All right.
Halloran's AC is 15.
Let's go. My D10. All right. That is a 9.
Ooh, 9 damage. As the flames scorch Halloran, and like you smell this like awful sort of unburnt flesh of like something that's been rotting for a while, and that hurt. Anything else?
Let me go ahead and Nona. Let me see if I can. Oh goodness, I don't have it here. The one that's a bonus action for healing. I have healing word, I believe.
You do?
Yes, I have healing word. Okay.
Who are you going to heal?
And that's just rolling for the healing, basically. No. I'm guessing that she's still hurting.
Who's hurting? Sorry, who are you looking to heal? Nona?
No.
Or who? I can't hear you. Sorry, you were cutting in and out a little bit.
No.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
go ahead. Heal. So 2d4 plus your bonus.
All right. Yes. Okay. So that's a 4 and a 2 plus 2, so 8.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
8 more. No, you're coming
There you
back and
go.
forth. Your body has been like death, healing, death, healing.
Morta's in the background, like watching from so far away, like
It's like, oh my god, why can't I move?
I like can't.
Right?
Okay, that is the end of your
Okay.
turn, I
All right.
believe.
That's all.
Okay,
yeah, that is
it is now next with Than.
All right, Than. He's gonna also try to skirt by this
Okay.
zombie, but he's gonna come right up to Jedar, and
Okay.
we're going to let's do an unarmed strike.
Okay. As Jedar wheels, as Than wheels around and slinks behind Jedar, catching him in his blind spot, punching into his kidney through the armor, What is the roll?
It's a 21.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. 6. That is a 7 of slashing damage.
Ooh. 7?
Yep.
Jedar is now bloodied.
Let's go.
Which means Jedar is like
Awesome.
50% health or less. He's looking a little, like he's starting to show some wear. He has taken some damage from falling and being hit, and it is you punch. What is your bonus action or other things?
Actually,
that
might as well just unarmed strike again because
Cool.
I don't see
Hit
anything
again.
else useful with my bonus action. So yeah. That's a 22, so it's gonna hit as well.
Okay, roll damage.
And then 8 slashing damage.
Whew. Would that is it bludgeoning damage or what type of damage? What are you
slashing.
doing? Okay. You're using
Slashing
unarmed strike.
damage, yeah. Yes, unarmed strike.
Okay, very nice. Jedar is looking pretty rough, but Jedar is now like the only thing that's holding him is his strong will, as he's just like starting to lean over his large frame. Movement. Anything else?
Mess with the cat, you got the claws.
It is Lestheris' turn. As Lestheris is going to look up from a moment as she's been concentrating on this. She gets the ritual back under control, and as she's speaking, the smell of something unnatural, and you see this like red fume starting to pour out from the tomb. That like there is like it's just billowing out and just steaming, and it's like starting to like coat the floor all around, obscuring the floor. And Lestheris is going to cast a spell. He is going to take 2 necrotic lance turns. And he is going to... Yep. She has 120 feet range with this. She takes out this sort of like the lance that she used in melee against Mertri and Sven, and she just doesn't even like look up from her book and just throws her hand out, and like out of her fingers 2 little needles of like necrotic energy just shoot out. One towards you, Nona, and the other towards Ornick.
Oh dear.
So this is going to be a +6 to hit. So against Nona, that is a 21 to hit, and against Ornick, it is a 16.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay, against Nona, that is 2d8 necrotic damage. As this little needle hits you and does 11 necrotic damage, as it just like shoots into your shoulder, and you can just see like little like almost like tendrils of like necrotic energy just kind of like suck the life out of your body before it like falls back into the ground in smoke. And then against Ornick, that is 12 points of necrotic damage, as the same thing as it pierces Ornick through the back as Ornick turned around for just a second, and sucking the life out of you. And that is the end of her turn. She is going to position herself and go 5, 10, 15, 20, retaining line of sight onto the knight, but hiding around the corner. 25, that's the end of her movement. That's as far as she can get without being seen. That is the end of her turn. A lion. I need this moment, Nona, right now, for you. A lion is torn. A lion is terrified of Lestheris. But a lion finally sees the first person he remembers in life for a long time. You're going to roll a contested persuasion check against a lion's Lestheris' intimidation. If you succeed, a lion may turn tides. If not, a lion may continue fighting for her.
And you said this was a persuasion?
This is a persuasion, or if you have some other check you think relevant, but she is rolling intimidation. This is a +1 for her. So,
It's the +0 for Nona and persuasion. I don't think anything else.
so this is, I rolled a 9 for a total of 10 for her
16.
intimidation. In this moment, what do you say to Elian as she is running away and like reposition yourself in the fight, and you see Elian is just perched up on her shoulder?
I'm just like, Nona's clutching her shoulder. Elian, remember our home. Remember me. Remember your family.
And you see Lesteris in her moment of concentration on this ritual, escaping from the fight. Elian hops off, and in the middle of the air, you see a little bit of flame form into his hand, as seems he still retains a little bit of his sorceress powers, and shoots a firebolt at Halloran, running to save you. Or, sorry, crawling to save you. As Elian, the little hand, runs towards you and shoots a firebolt for a 21, and succeeds. And what is the firebolt damage, Mr. Ornick? Sorry, Miss Ornick. What is your firebolt damage? Is that D10, D8?
That was. Where is it?
I believe.
I think it's a D8, so I'm gonna roll a D8.
D10. 1 D10.
Oh, D10. Okay, I will change.
Nice.
That. Firebolt, and does it add anything or just that?
No,
Okay,
just that.
so that was 7 damage, a 7 fire damage. As a lion hops off in the middle of the air, you see a sigil form in his hand and just flame, a burst of flame shoot out, and then like scorch the side of Halloran's face, like melting some of the flesh. And Halloran now is looking bloodied. And not doing too hot, but runs off and runs over towards Halloran, positioning himself on the other side, ready to raise hand. It is the end of Allian's turn. Morta, what are you doing? It is your turn. Why do you think Morta was like caught off guard here? Like what threw her?
I think she just is really way too focused on Nona right now, and was just really surprised by her boldness to just kind of run in there and run after Lesteris, and I think she was just really shocked by that and just was not really in the sneaking mood, and now she's up against my seat.
Yes.
So as my seat is like kind of trying to corpse me out, I want to stab her.
Okay. So you have an ally on the other side, and you will get sneak attack on this. So go ahead and roll to hit as she tries to smear this mold, this like necrotic fungus over you, and you just kind of like shrug it off. It just kind of like melts off of your face, your infernal heritage burning it before it can do much. And you stab her for a...
Okay, so I'm rolling, and then what do I add to it?
For AC, you'll add, I believe, +4, because what is your dexterity modifier? +2?
+2.
So add 4 to this. Her AC is 14, so
Darn,
you
I
need
got
to
a
beat
12.
a 10.
Oh, I have a 12.
What was the total? Sorry, what was the total you rolled? 12 or
12, yes.
Okay, so you needed to roll a 10 to get a 14 to hit her. So unfortunately, you stab, and there's like a little bit of like fungus in your eye, and it kind of like you scratch against her. But as with your Nick ability as a weapon mastery, you are welcome to take another attack without your extra damage, but you can still get sneak attack on it. So
Yes.
roll again.
Okay, yes, awesome. Let's do something. That time, I rolled a 9.
Just under the amount you need as you stab forward, and it hits, and you think you've stabbed her, except you see the flesh discolors, and it was just fungus there all along, and you're wondering how much of her body is actually hers and how much of it is like mold that's just growing on top of her skin. And unfortunately, it doesn't deal any damage. You still have your bonus action though, and your movement.
Okay. Well, I really want to stab my seat so much more. So,
Yeah.
Give you pink eye.
We've all
after
been there.
yeah, I know. She's really pissing me off right now. So I think that's it, unless I can stab again. Can I stab again?
She just looks at you. Where are you going? We were just having so much fun.
I will kill you.
And she just kind of like giggles. Something's wrong with her head. She seems to be delighted at all of this carnage. So are you moving or are you staying here?
I'm gonna stay here because I want to stab her
Okay.
some more. So
And she's like, oh, joy. And that is the end of your turn. Nona, back up to the top. Halloran is next to you. A lion is on position on the other side, and Lesteris has been pulling herself around. What are you doing?
So before I do anything, I'm gonna cast Second Wind. It's my last time I can use it until a long rest.
Okay, so that's your bonus action.
It's a D10 plus 2. I just rolled a 9. That's 11 points.
Nice.
Okay. Be nice if I could math correctly today. I'm gonna action search, so I get 2 actions as well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 1 action to disengage, so Halloran does not invoke attack of opportunity on me.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to disengage, sprint towards Lysaris, and I'm gonna take a slash at her with my second action, my great sword.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, just enough. She was not able to get far enough away and still keep sight of the ritual. You disengage, so the zombie is also not going to attack you.
Mhm.
You come up, her AC is 15. What do you roll?
I got plus 4, so let's see how this goes. Oh, fuck, shit. That was 6. 2 plus 6.
However, we also just learned you have a wonderful weapon mastery.
So that's still 3 points of slashing damage that
So
I can
still
hit
3
her
points
with.
of flashing damage.
Mhm.
And she is going to roll a concentration check for her. She's failed twice out of 3. The fumes are continuing to burble out. The smell of something unnatural growing. She needs to roll a 10 because that's the base minimum. She has a +1 on this. That is a natural 2. As in this moment, throwing yourselves forward, some of you in like swinging fight, going down, coming back up, handling these people quite well. You slash and catch her book and sever it as it like carves through her chest on the other side, severing the book, and in that moment you see blood dripping out of it. You see, and there's just this unnatural like whine, this sound coming from the book as the book itself starts to shriek, and there is this moment where all of you turn, look, everything stills for a second, time stretches, and there's just this blast as this, at about 5 feet high where she was holding this book, there's just this horizontal blast that shoots across the room, and everything goes black as you all are thrown off your feet, and whatever has disrupted this ritual something has gone horribly wrong, and you feel your guys' selves falling into the shadows as You fall and fall, and your minds are reeling, and you're having trouble concentrating, and you pop back up. You all, but not where you were before. You see a dark sky above you. There's this like large screeching, for lack of a better word, some sort of pterodactyl like creature screaming across the sky as it like sweeps by, and you see ruined buildings around you, and you see shuffling, unrestless creatures, not too dissimilar from the zombies that you were just fighting. In this moment, you have disrupted the ritual, but you were thrown somewhere else. And we'll take a little bathroom break as we pick up and figure out where you all are and what's going on. So we'll be back in 10-15 minutes. as you all wake up, as this ritual implodes and you are thrown somewhere else, you see a darkened sky, dilapidated ruins. The smell is just like what you were smelling during the ritual. It is... Actually, Ornick and Than recognizes the most. It's what the decay that you've been smelling this whole time as you've been tracking them down. And there's just this shuffling of like restless bodies just kind of like making their way through the village. As you all come to in this sort of like eternal darkness. You can only see like 60 feet or so out before it just like, you know, it just gets hazy and dark.
So I'm seeing basically zombies walking towards the village right now.
They're not walking towards the village more than they are in and around the village and just sort of shuffling.
I'm running.
And you
towards
recognize Fane. You see that this is like a twisted version that looks like it's been torn down and grown over for decades.
Can I tell if we're in a different plane of existence or some kind of shadow?
So you can go two ways. If you think like, is this some sort of unnatural, like are we somewhere else, make an Arcana check. If you're trying to figure out like, is this Fane and like what's going on, I would have you roll just like a perception check, whatever you think is more relevant.
I'll do perception. Because I don't think Nona would understand that a whole lot. Lovely. 8.
8.
5 plus 3.
It's distracting because you see people you knew once. You see people lost during the wars. You see Smick and Smick's wife, Alion's mother, from his first marriage, just kind of like loosely shambling in and around the home of Smick. But everything here is like the thatch has like decayed and mold. Everything is morphed into something dead. The only bit of light you all see right now is just the teensiest bit of light actually coming out from behind Gab's sunglasses that she's wearing. Everything else is just dark.
I'm gonna give myself kind of a once over. We haven't died, have we?
Hopefully not. I'm gonna cast light. Like pick up a rock or something. And like cast light. So we've got something to like illuminate a little bit.
The rock glows. It is almost like it's competing with the darkness, and it's like not as bright as it should be, but it makes feeble light. And like some of the restless kind of like turn towards the light. Just kind of like make their way around in and around the village, seemingly ignoring you after that.
Can I like try to like kind of walk towards one with it like held off like carefully, see if they're like attracted to the light?
Yeah, it's you pick a random one. Just roll a d20 for me. We'll see what's this random person you find. This looks like a knight that you can see like there is just like a gaping hole in the middle of his chest, like he was slain. And not actually similar armor to what the knight you all saw in the fight, in the fight you just escaped from. And he just kind of like looks at you.
Today?
You know the goddess, the sort of the primary goddess. Just kind of like looks at you. Doesn't seem aggressive, just seems restless. Like and he like look like he's looking for something, and he just goes around.
Can I do like a religion check?
Or what are you trying to figure out?
I think like pin down what's happened here, because if he's like mentioned like some god, maybe. I mean, I assume it's the ritual that they did, or like what would have happened if it's.
Make a religion check.
18 plus 4, so I got a 22.
You, in that moment where his eyes, you see just a little bit of remembrance. It's like he's remembering Vetite in that moment. But as he turns around and looks, this is an undead creature. He is not living. The ritual that sent you here, you're definitely in another plane. Something different, but something that was border, something that was close, because this is like a dark mirror of the world you're in. And you recognize the village. You think he called Vedite not because of the light, and just remembrance for him, something that was important. And he's the undead, you know, this sort of religious, are obsessed with what they lost in their life. There's something that has made them hold on and cling to until it is all consuming, and that's the only thing they remember. And he's looking for something, and he just kind of like wanders off.
Maybe we should try and find the tomb, but wherever we are, here?
Well, if this is supposed to be Fane, the tomb's... I'm just gonna kind of... I imagine Nona knows where, so she's just gonna point.
Yeah.
It's just south of here.
As
maybe we can find a way
you
back.
point...
Can I like cast light on like a few rocks and like hand them out to people?
I believe you can only have one up at a time.
Oh, bummer. Okay, never mind.
I believe it's concentration.
Well, I will pass it to if anybody needs it to see things.
Anybody need a light? Let me double check. I believe it is concentration. It's bright light for... No, it is not. You know, it doesn't say, but I'm gonna guess it's probably just meant for one light.
Yeah.
So you light one, and it gives you like a 20-foot radius bright light and 20-foot dim light. As what do you all do?
We gonna go check out the tomb?
Okay.
One
As you
moment.
all kind of
Before we head that way, I think I have something to try to understand first. Is Smick's wife still nearby? Elian's mother?
Yeah. She's like hovering in and around her house. Like she's like going there, and like as you look, make an insight check for me.
That was a nat 20, and I get a +3.
Nice. You see she is like wandered into the house, and the door is like decayed and open and kind of just swinging with the wind. There's just like a crack of thunder, and it lights up the whole scene. You can see she is like making dinner. She has like a pot, and she's like pouring out slop into a bowl, and it's just like nothing. It's like this make-believe family, as she is like goes to like is like taking care of the house, and she is like there's like this, it's hard not to see the body of like this is the family that she has lost and she's trying to take care of, but they're no, every time she turns around they're not there.
Is she saying anything?
Do you engage with her?
What's her name?
It's not Layla. Let me double check my notes.
Sure, because I cannot remember.
I think it's Lucy.
Lucy. Ma'am. Miss Lucy? Do you recognize me?
Oh no. How are you? Come, eat. You see, like, in the remembrance of you, like, she starts to recall a little bit of her life. Sit down.
I sit down and
so
just...
long.
Have you seen Elian?
I was going to ask you. I can't find him. Where's Smick?
Smick is back home. But I don't know if this is home. I don't know where we are.
I can't find them. As she just like is fixated on Smick and a lion.
I'm just gonna kind of... Miss Lucy, I'm going to find them for you, and then I'm going to stand and leave.
Just kind of like turns around like she's, and then just as soon as her back is turned, she just starts to forget you as she goes back to sweeping the house.
I'm going back to the everyone else.
Okay.
I'm very uncomfortable here. I would like to find a way out as soon as possible.
What did you learn?
That's Elian's mother, but she passed away in the fighting. This is his father remarried. I believe I don't know what's going on. I have a feeling these are echoes of people who once lived here before. Is this hell? Is this... I can't deal with this right now, and she just kind of lowers her head a little bit.
We should make for the tomb.
Sounds like, yeah, we need to make for the tomb. We need to make for somewhere that we can find out what's going on here. That we can anchor ourselves.
As you guys make your way south, you see here what is a fetid pool of water, this sort of like pond that's in the middle. You can see like just corpses of like frogs that are just like splayed out. And make your way around it. You see the brickwork sort of like area. All of the kilns are sort of crumbled and cold. It's the cold that really sets in as you're here, that like it smells and it's cold, and it is, everything is dying or dead here. And as you make your way, you can hear kind of like like talking. And it's in that moment as you kind of like come around a corner that you see other figures around the corner. that also turn at the side of your light. Can you guys see the map?
Yes.
Yup.
You see the Horror, you see Jedar, Mycete, and Halloran that are all have been thrown here as well, who seem to have been reunited. And you see beyond them 2 figures. You see what looks like Mirage Ripple, but war-weary, a little bit taller perhaps, and more muscular certainly. And she is bound in sort of these like chains of bone that have like completely surrounded her, and she is like struggling with them. And you can see on the other side a glowing sort of yellow-white portal, and Lestheris on the other side of it.
Have they noticed?
I have to
this
help
yet?
her. I have to help her.
I want to stab my seat.
And
I'm running up
as
to
you,
Lestheris.
I'm gonna start
you
moving.
do this, they turn around to you and they just sort of, Lestheris like holds up her hand, and you see in a voice that is unfamiliar to you, Ripple, this voice is not Mirage's. It is a bit more quiet, but commanding in a similar way. Something different, but she looks very similar. And you, I would say Nona, Morta, and Gabriella recognize her. You've seen her across many wanted signs, posters. Gabriella, I believe you probably may have even attended the burning, the pyre. This is Ashran, the tyrant that waged war and started the siblings war against everybody, sort of like attempting to overthrow the current government. As she looks up and kind of sees you all and everyone else turns, and she just kind of like speaks over, "Will you help me? Please." And the others kind of turn around all towards you as Ashran mutters out to all of you. Everyone, they sort of pull their weapons ready, but they're not like fighting. You see that she is struggling against these bones, and it would not take much to free her.
But I can tell it's not Mirage.
It does not sound like her, it just looks like her.
Okay, I'm gonna stop, but I'm not taking my eyes off her.
You see, Lestheris kind of calls out from the portal, "Do not disturb this ritual anymore. Do you know what will happen if she is unleashed?"
Unleashed.
had
You're
her
the
under
one trying
control.
to unleash her.
Yeah.
I had her under control.
You're the one trying to rise her. She's dead. She can't hurt
She
anyone.
would have been ours. If you disrupt this, she will wage war again.
No.
Think of all of the death.
Think about the death you will cause if you continue to try to raise her.
I will control her. We will control
You
her.
bitch, I think you are way over your head right now.
You cannot control Ashran.
Ashran kind of
And
speaks
why
up
would
in
you
this
want to
moment.
control her?
She cannot control. Release me.
No.
Do not listen to her. You see for the first bit, a little bit of emotion start to creep into Lestheris' face, and she will kill everyone. Your village. She will. I will not kill them. I will recruit them. Those who do not join may stay.
And why can't we just leave you here as is? That sounds like a better thing to me. Nobody releases her, nobody controls her, just you stay.
You see, like Ashrin just kind of like smiles a little bit. What has been started cannot. What has been started must end. If you release me, I will go along my way. I will not hinder you. I will not harm you.
Is bitch lying?
But who will you hinder and harm?
Do not trust her.
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
18. 15 plus 3.
Oh, wasn't that
With a
one?
natural 16.
Doesn't matter.
For her, with a natural 16, she is. You can see how she won over so many to her side. She speaks the right words. In this moment, though, you sense that she's avoiding the things she doesn't want to say rather than, like, flat out lying. I will not harm your village. I will go. I will leave here. And make the world better.
She said right before the war.
I think a lot of memories
How
are going to be
is-
flooding back for Nona right now.
How is the world now? Good?
Better without you in it.
Yes.
Can I like yell at Ashrin?
Yeah.
Hey Ashrin, where's your crown?
And you see, as like you look at it, what looks like Lestheris holding the crown in her hand.
Oh, this bitch.
I do need that back. Help me, and I'll help you. Do not help her. If you let her go, she will kill us all.
Why don't we just all climb back through that portal then and close it with her behind? Like, you guys.
I think we're going to be able to do that without a fight.
Yeah.
All right. I think we should. I
but
think
she
we
said
should
it
smoke
cannot
some
be,
people.
It's already started.
She mentioned it, and you get a sense like there is this sort of like tether that connects Ashrin to this portal, that she is going through it one way or the other as her body is like slowly being pulled out of it. And then around from the corner, you see a sort of shuffling, pale-skinned tiefling with just a like sort of short horns and just a little bit of like red tinge on the corner. And Morta, you're the first to kind of notice what looks. It's Decima. And you see she kind of appears around the corner, and she kind of like shakes her head like she's like caught off guard. And she like looks at you. My sister. She kind of like starts to like, Ashrin, what are they doing to you? And she kind of like makes her way, and you see Jadar just kind of like stands in between. Lestheris is like, This has all gotten very complicated. We will let you leave, and we will handle Asherin. If you make any attempt to free her, we will end your lives. Do not listen to her. What do you think she will do with me? Do you think she's not going to get rid of everybody who saw what happened?
Can I try to, like, charm Asherin? I have charm person.
You can definitely try to make a charm person. So, as you go to cast the spell, kind of, you see some of them look, everyone is so, like, on edge that the moment you start to cast, they get, like, a little bit, like, they're like, oh. But your spell goes off in that instance.
I assume it's 20.
It's going to be a wisdom saving throw, I believe. And I need to look up what her wisdom saving throw is. Give me 1 second. Her wisdom saving throw is +9.
Damn.
As you feel this magic let go, as you play a little tune. Oh, it's me rolling.
Oh, it's you rolling.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. She rolls a 25 on her wisdom saving throw. As you utter this out, you've charmed people before. It's not too hard. She is like an iron trap. Her mind is steeled, and she is singularly focused. And she looks at you. You have lost your favor. But I will not harm you. Just let me go. And you all are at an impasse right now, as both are saying what will happen. On one hand, Lesteris, if she gets control over Asherin, will she control her? Will she let her, like, what will she use her for? On the other hand, who knows what will happen if Asherin gets out?
I haven't taken my eyes off of Mirage, but I'm going to point to Mirage while staring at her. Why is she here?
What are you? Why am I here? What are you asking in this moment?
I'm just curious as to why Mirage is present in this group of people.
You look like I am familiar to you. I do not know you. But we need not be enemies. Cast these chains from me, and I will go.
You're supposed to be dead.
I am dead. And I will reunite our land. Not in grief.
Do we know what'll happen if we, like, kill everybody else?
Nope.
Yeah, like, do we know enough about what the ritual is that they're doing if we could take control of
Make
Asherin?
a religion or arcana check for me. And anyone else who is proficient in those may also make a check.
That's gonna say Ornick is proficient, so let me.
16 plus
That is a
Or I got a
22 for.
about 20.
You know enough to know that this shit has all gone bad. That whatever was supposed to happen did not happen. And judging by the fact that you are in this other plane, the only thing that's controlling her is the modicum of like power Lesteris has right now. If that is disrupted, she is free. It's just the tiniest bit of chains that are holding her back. All it would take is honestly probably just a touch.
Which honestly, that sounds like more scary to have her completely free than for
Yes.
mortals to be,
Yeah.
or not
Yeah.
exactly mortals, but undead mortals, whatever, to be controlling.
Decima
No,
kind
So
of
is this
speaks
gonna
up.
be? We
for
meet
a
again
second.
later.
She... Nona. Morta.
Nona is not equipped to deal with any of this after all of the emotion, after seeing Elian, after everything that's happened. So she crumples and just kind of falls to her knees at this point, her eyes just stuck on Decima.
Ashrin wants to help me end all the suffering.
Decima, Ashrin is the reason for your suffering. She's the reason you were taken from us.
She is not the reason. She is the cure. She sees the world for what it is. Everybody fights. The powerful, as you can see, like, in this, like, being next to you all, she's coming more animated, like, coming sort of like she's remembering things, and her life is sort of coming back to her. Those last days of the war were horrible, and she was part of it. But she has found a way to bring our loved ones back. She can reunite us, me, with you. I can protect you. Why won't you look at me? Look at me, Nona. As she tries to push back past Jedar and make her way over towards Ashrin. In this moment, she is going to see a contested check to see whether she can push past Jedar. Jedar is going to roll an athletics check for a 10 plus 3 for 13. This Decima is going to roll an acrobatics check to see if she can dodge past for a 10 plus 2. A failure. Decima wasn't really a fighter. She's just being held at bay by like the warhammer that's just kind of like holding her.
So Morta is also just completely shocked to see Decima and very upset, obviously, to see her as well. She's got like watery eyes, and she's gonna step in front of Nona, and she's gonna be like, "You are gone now, Decima, and you cannot come back, and I'm sorry, but you are gone, just like
I
Ashrin."
am here, as her voice like starts to take on like a timbre of like life, and she just like goes over towards you and grabs you by the shoulders. Can you feel me?
You died in
I
front
have
of me.
been
You
here
were not
for
here.
15 years.
Nona's gonna stand up and walk over, and I'm gonna grab Decima by the arm. The Decima we knew would not speak like this. And I'm gonna take my sword and I'm going to plunge it through.
As it goes through her chest, it just kind of like glides in. It's smooth, and the little bit of life that was left in her kind of fades, and you just see. I wanted to heal everyone.
I'm gonna drop my sword to the ground and I'm just gonna cradle her in my arms.
My seats kind of like speaks up. We do not have to fight. We will hold her under control. You
Just
may
leave.
Well, then, my seat. What are you planning to do with her once she is under control? What's your goals here?
I'll be honest, I don't really know. All I was promised was bodies. And, well, this has all got a bit more complicated than I expected.
What kind of bounties were offered?
She said bodies.
Bodies.
But in that moment when you say that, she's like, nobody in particular. And she is hiding something.
Well, I'd like to look at. I'm gonna kind
She
of glare at
means
Ashrin.
the villagers, as Ashrin speaks up.
I want to tell
She
Lesteris
was
to get the fuck out of here.
promised your villagers. I will not harm them.
As soon as Nona hears the word villagers, she's going to gently drop Decima on the ground, but she has not stopped looking at Ashrin. I'm just going to drop Decima, gently, of course, stand up.
Well, seems like you could
Stomp.
kill that lady pretty easily. Why don't we just try to stab you, Ashrin?
It's a good idea. I'm gonna walk right over to Lesteris, and I'm gonna hold
Lesteris is
my
on the other
sword
side of
to
the
her.
portal. So
Oh, she's like through it.
she's like through on the
She
other side of this
can
portal,
communicate
still
with
in
me,
the living
though?
world. Yeah, she's like just looking through this, just on the other side. You guys are about like 50 feet away from the portal right now. Can you guys see where you are on the map?
I would like
the
to
portal
walk
is,
up to
like,
her,
right here, basically.
and like I'm
You'll
not
have
gonna
to,
go
like,
right up
push
next to
past them.
her. I'm going
You have- like right
in
now,
that case,
they're
then
blocking
I'll,
you in between because they don't want you to get close to
Okay.
Ashrin.
That's fine. I'll just stand up then and look at Lesteris and point my sword in her direction and say, and I'm going to use thaumaturgy. And I'm going to make my voice louder and try to make my presence more commanding. And I'm going to look at Lesteris and say, if we let you go, you do not hurt Fane. I will die before I allow anyone to lay their hands on my family.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation check for me. I will give you this will be a neutral roll.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna put this at a DC. This is tough. You're trying to she has a lot of the leverage right now, but you have some leverage. I'll put this at a DC 15. Intimidation check.
I think Gabriella might be right, though, in what can we physically do to damage Ashrin so that she can't escape and also cannot be controlled.
Her knife went in knife into butter, so I mean, like...
Is she in some way corporeal? Is she just like a
She's corporeal.
Looking
you can see like remnants of her armor that are still like clinging to her body. Some of her head still looks like melted flesh. You can see the silver hair is like burnt, but make Gabriella and Than make just a perception check.
Not good.
I rolled intimidation.
14.
You get a general sense from just the aura and the terror more that is in Lesteris' eyes of what would happen if she's unleashed. That she does not look to be the same as these wisps that are sort of like restlessly making their way around here.
I rolled a 17 and plus 2, that's a 19.
Okay. In this moment, Lesteris sees you. If we leave the village alone, you will let us take Ashrin. Yes.
For now.
And do you all agree to this? As she's like looking at all of you and like, she knows that you are speaking, but she knows that you also are like uncoordinated and you're not sure if everybody's going to agree to this.
Sorry, y'all. Nona's very desperate to protect her right now.
As in this moment,
I'm just like-
Ashrin sort of speaks up as she looks over towards you. How do you know me, cleric?
Wait, is this?
I'm
I
not
assume
going to
this
say
is-
anything.
Oh.
She may not harm you now, but she will in the future. You will not be safe if you know what she's done. Were you gonna say something, Gavin?
Nope.
Okay.
Can you
I,
refresh our memories real quick? How evil of a person might Ashram be if she were to come back?
So that's the thing. Most of the people who've lived here, I will give a take from 3 different points of view. Nona, Morta, and Gab are familiar with the story that is given by people and the government. She rose up for the commoners. But in doing so and igniting this war, many were slaughtered. Good, bad, neutral. But the common sentiment is she was a brutal person, vicious. Ripple, you are familiar with the stories not of the government, but that from commoners and everybody who's sort of told stories about this. Mirage was particularly silent about this sort of thing. And you're familiar with the idea that she was fighting for equality. And the druids up in the mountains at Broke Point, in the Divided Chains, are just familiar with how the war encroached upon your lands further. Everybody was an asshole to you all.
Got to the
I
outside
mean-
where I was like, you know,
Knowing those things, I wonder if it would be just better to like let her free or not. But yeah,
she was defeated once. We don't know what these people are trying to do with her, and what they
Yeah.
could do with her, with their power.
Morta is against freeing Ashrin.
Mhm.
what do you
Doesn't
have
like
against
Lesteris,
Ashrin?
but
What do you have against Ashrin?
oh well, she caused the death of well, my sister Decima. You know, caused a lot of chaos and death, and was brutal and vicious, and therefore I think she should stay dead because she died. Sorry, you lost. Deal with it.
Well, either way,
No,
she's
listen.
gonna be alive. Or she's gonna be coming back.
True.
One way we'll have her, we'll have a little bit of her, like, good side, I think, like, her favor. And
The Aasimar
Well, you did lose her
speaks
favor.
true.
didn't you?
I'm inclined to believe that Ashram would be a better ally than foe.
yeah,
Ripple, Gabriella, she murdered my parents, my family, Morta's parents, Morta's family, our entire community. wiped out because of her.
And the alternative
She
I
is
will
better.
swear an oath to you as she looks towards you all. No harm shall come to your village.
Will
But-
you swear? Will you swear to become a quiet farmer on the landscape, who just lives in their shack peacefully?
I cannot.
She may
See,
promise.
there it is.
Yeah, she
She
can't.
may
She can't live a
promise-
peaceful life, apparently.
She may
I will
promise
bring
not to harm
peace.
Fane, but that doesn't mean she will not harm others.
It will come right back to Fane.
I will not harm Fane. I swear this.
But you will harm
Does
others.
that
Upon
include
my
us
sisters.
as druids? Because that's all that I care about.
I swear this oath upon my sisters, Mirage and Orion. In that moment, when she says Orion, you see the all of them kind of turn towards her, looking confused. No harm will come to Fane. I will help you slay these grave robbers, and I will go along my way.
I'm gonna look over at Gabriella, Than, Ornek, Ripple. Please, find
As you
another
like,
way.
as she says this, you all feel like, as she looks, her oath is binding. She was a paladin at one time, and the thing that you're seeing, like what is holding her together, is her oaths. Her oaths that she's sworn. And she has just sworn another one. And in that, you see there's just like a little bit of weight that kind of settles on her shoulders. And you all know for certain, if it's in her control, no harm will come to Fane.
You know, I was ready to see if I could kill you again. That's really what I wanted to do. Just not have you here, not have you controlled, not have you back to life. But I think that I'm convinced at least no harm will come to us as druids. And that's much better than these horrible people with their stinkiness and their corruption are doing. Very well.
Yeah.
I am ready to.
Lesthera speaks
attack.
again. She looks like she was like struggling for a second, like fighting against during this like oath swearing. Do not listen to her. Her words
Oh, and listen
are
to you?
chosen carefully.
Yeah. Listen to you.
I'm not
Fane
listening to your
will
nastiness.
be an island of life amongst a sea of ruin.
Oh yeah, and you're bringing so much life. Look at you. Mm.
You see the frustration
decay.
building in her, like she's so mad that you all just aren't doing what she's told you. She is someone used to telling people what to do and them listening. And it is infuriating to her. And Gabriella, you notice in this moment, make an insight check.
Okay. 9 plus 8. Ooh, 10. Got a
Okay.
10.
You sense sort of like certain word inflections in the way she's behaving. She's noble. Or at least at one point was. Lestheris, specifically. Make your mind. I made mine many years ago. Do not let her out. What do you guys do? You can see that the horror and the rest of them are like ready to like fight if you go to let them out.
I'm prepared to
I
let
think
them
we
go.
should. I think we should make another pact with Ashrin. figure out some way for like, because she can't break her oaths. Are there any like activities that
Ashrin
require like
pulled just a tiny, like 5 feet towards the portal. Like all this talking has slightly is like what Lesteris is trying to do is slowly being achieved.
Uh-huh. Ashrin, will you join us? Will you fight against
and
these
work
people?
for our causes?
And work for us, specifically the druids.
Oh
Come
shit,
join
no.
us.
I have sworn many oaths.
You've sworn like one oath, bro.
She looks at you, kind of like the little bit of exasperation in her like calm demeanor. One to you. A few to the world. I will not harm the druids. I will not harm Fane.
I don't
They will be
believe this bitch.
protected.
All right.
At this point,
I'm ready.
I'm desperate. I'm just gonna grab Ripple by the arm. I know we don't know each other, but please, if you all decide that you want to fight Lesteris, fine. But I just need to do what I know will protect the village. And if she's promised not,
Dang, she swayed you.
She's sworn an oath.
Sworn the oath.
Your
She has
village is
sworn an oath.
safe.
I
I will
mean,
never-
honestly,
I will never
like
trust
she's going
Ashrin.
through the portal either way, and it seems like Lesteris has like barely hold of her, so like she's gonna get out. She's gonna get out of their control anyway, probably. So like better to have her as an ally and out and about than like not.
Then we'll see what we can do. What oaths she has sworn elsewhere.
The exasperating one speaks. Well, listen to her.
Oaths are just
All
words.
right, how we want to start this?
Oaths are everything.
you.
Honor.
Can I
I'll never believe you, but
see if
I'm outnumbered.
she believes that about oaths? Can I make an insight?
Make an
check?
inside check.
Okay. Okay. All right. 15 total.
Okay. She was known as the Oathbreaker, because she was like, but you've also heard stories that like it's unsure whether she broke the exact wording of her oath or just like rules as written versus rules as intended kind of thing, where she found a loophole. But everything she fought for was to undo the sort of the rigid caste system of nobility and power, and to basically allow social mobility was often what she said, and that's what people were going for. But in this moment, is she changed? You're not sure. Is she different from these 15 years here? I am going to give you all 3 minutes in real life. I am going to start a counter in this split second as her body is pulled 5 feet closer to the portal. Out of character, you guys have 3 minutes to decide
Right.
what you want to do or do things differently or what.
I want to ask,
Nona.
like, where's the freaking toe? Like, just ask them, where'd you put that freaking toe at, you guys? Like,
You saw the toe, remember?
Oh,
It
but
was-
there's a toenail,
saw
but
the-
where's the rest of it?
Well, we saw
sorry,
the
sorry,
nail,
that
yeah.
was. Yeah, it was just.
They
she
just destroyed it.
Lesteris just like
Um,
throws it onto the ground.
Nona will not be freeing Ashrin. Like it's just I don't like it when I make my characters this stubborn, but like I feel like I have to at this point.
She's going to
Morta's
be free
also very
regardless.
stubborn.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
She's-
the druids just want to be left alone, and so if she's going to leave them alone and free them, then they're pretty good with that. That sounds like a good deal to us. And the corruption that we've been following is the problem, and definitely coming from, as far as we can tell, these people who are trying to control her, trying to control Ashrin. So like that's not helpful at all. That is a
I feel
bigger
like
problem.
we might have a better chance of defeating Lesteris than we do have of Ashrin. And if
Yeah.
Ashrin is being controlled by Lesteris, then she is probably going to be kept at a weaker state than allowing Ashrin to continue to grow in her power.
But what if that sets her free after we handle the Ceres and then Ashrin's out in the world and doesn't have an oath sworn to us?
Then we kill her then.
And you think that's possible?
Absolutely.
Let's just
They're all
let-
dead either way. This way,
Let's just go for
we have a
Lesteris
better
and
option to
let-
contain.
Yeah. Win-win. We kill Lesteris, and we've got Ashrin's favor, which maybe we can use to our advantage.
Mhm.
Favor.
Do we want to
Favor.
risk? Yeah, I mean, do we want to risk whatever favor we have with her right now and just try to attack Ashrin and destroy her before she gets controlled? Or that was going to be my go.
Oh, yeah, we could
with
try
her
that.
swearing
I don't
oaths to
think we're-
us-
That's I like I like that idea, but what I'm concerned about is if we were to try to get to Ashrin, there's a whole line of them ready to block us from her right now.
Yeah.
We've already fought
And
them.
Just
after-
follow Ashrin around. Just like load her out.
Be like,
and
hey
just,
girl,
like-
what you doing
I don't
now?
think she really
Hmm?
has like.
Is that
She's
what's in
very.
your
She
oath?
seems like very like a fighter or something. Like not really like somebody who could like poof, you know. I think we could just like follow her and annoy the hell out of her, and you know, remind her of her oaths. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting Lesteris. Nona's not fighting Lesteris right now.
Well,
All right.
Ben is
So we
definitely
break.
I guess
gonna-
we're outnumbered,
Breaking Ashrin
Nona.
out of
Yeah,
her bone
I-
chains.
There's
letting her
nothing we
fight
can
for
do
us.
at this point.
Yeah, whatever. I think you three are against us, so it's 3-2. So we lose.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it, guys.
But she's gonna get out anyway. Like she's getting out either way.
Hey, we're just stubborn.
I'm so. I'm
Very
like
true.
my
just my
Ed brain is
character.
screaming. I'm sorry. I want to go with
Be-
the whole party, but my
be
Nona brain
in
is screaming. She killed
character.
everyone. Don't let her kill everyone again.
So do you want her to
Yeah,
kill more
this is-
people, or do you want to like have her oath of like she'll like
I
not
don't-
attack your village? That's something.
I just think that we can trust Lesteris because I succeeded on that intimidation check more than we can trust Ashrin right now.
What do you guys do? The 3 minutes have elapsed. In this moment, all it would take is a simple touch or an attack and her chains would break. Or you can attempt to let them take Ashrin and follow.
I'm going to have Than is going to tell Ornick to cast Firebolt and break.
So
his
Than
chains.
tells Ornick, his mentee, to like
Uh-huh.
do this.
Well, he doesn't
his-
have any ranged things, so like
Okay.
yeah. Yep.
I need Ornick. I'm going. I feel like in this moment, it's going to be an initiative roll to see who goes first. As you tell this to Ornick, Ornick needs to roll initiative.
Okay.
against everyone else. So we are going to put this in pseudo combat time. So I'm just going to record everybody's initiative, and we'll decide what goes there. So first up, what is Ornyx's initiative?
Ornyx's initiative roll is a 19.
Woo! That's very high. Ripple?
Yeah, she has a 0 initiative, so that's a nat 19.
I'm in the middle of the pack with a 10.
Okay. Gabriella?
I have 20.
20. And Nona?
9.
And Morta?
14.
I am going to roll for the 4 of them that are right next to you. So first is Halloran, which rolled a natural 20. And then my seat, who rolled a natural 20. Holy shit.
What?
Freaking my right.
And then the horror, who rolls a natural 3. Very slow, weighed down. Two more.
That horror.
And then Jedar, who is not looking great, rolled a nat 1.
Good.
So in this first moment, as you utter that to Halloran and my seat rush Ornyx, sensing this is what's about to happen. They not move? Can I not move my characters? Oh, I think it was. Oh, I think I know why. Runs past you, Nona. Do you do anything?
One's running past me. Which one?
Halloran.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
It's a no from Nona.
And my seat throws a ball of fungus at Ornyx, and Halloran attacks. Halloran attacks twice with a shield for 19 to hit, and a mace for 12, which I believe the second misses. Sorry, 11. So the first one hits for 8 bludgeoning damage, and make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone for Ornyx.
Okay. I mean, that's all the things that yeah, the saving throw is not going to do anything because that was a 4. Also,
Okay,
that is more
so
hit
Ornyx
points
is
than I
knocked
have.
prone. That's all. Just knocked prone.
Okay.
And my seat
And lose
is
8
going...
hit points.
That was 8 damage, yes.
Yeah.
My seat is going to ready an attack, and anybody who looks like they're going to attack, she's going to chuck a ball of fungus at them. She's going to wait. Gabriella, it is your turn.
Can I where is okay, Ashran's right there.
Ashran is just right in front of the portal, bones, sort of chain bones holding her.
Can I I'm going to I don't think what's my movement? You know where that is? Oh, it's 30. No.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, how much my movement? How
You have
much
30
movement? I have 30 feet, okay. I'm just gonna throw my glowing rock at the chains on Ashran to try and break them.
Okay, my seat throws the ball of fungus as you go to attack. So my seat is gonna go first. So she rolls a 9 plus 5, which is 14.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits.
Mhm.
You take 2d6 necrotic damage.
I'm resistant.
You're resistant to, so instead of taking 8, you take 4 necrotic damage as it And I need you to roll an attack roll against the chains.
What would that be? That'd be
What are you attacking?
the chains. So
With what? How are
the
you
rock.
Just
the
a rock?
glowing rock.
Okay. You take the rock that you lit. Just roll a d20 and add 4 to me. You need to hit a 10. She is stationary. 6 total
Yeah.
with +4.
Yeah.
The
I'll
rock
just yell. You better.
just like hits
throw me-
Astrid in the forehead and then just like falls to the ground,
Sorry.
just sort of lighting up the bottom of her face and just sort of this fallen angel kind of like looking face in the light, the rock that's just like
Morta
underneath her. Are you gonna move?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move like around. Let me see.
Okay. Ornick, it is your turn.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a saving roll, right?
Nope. You can just stand up
Dex
to stand up for free.
Okay. I'm at -3 hit points right now.
Oh, you're down. Sorry, I didn't realize you were down. Roll a death saving throw for me. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Which is
And
a
unfortunately, in this like area of death, this plane, you have disadvantage on saving throws, death saving throws.
yeah. A saving throw, is that a d20?
Yes, just roll 2 d20s and tell me what you got.
Okay. 2. 18.
You failed, so that's 1 death saving throw.
Yep.
You can just mark off 1 death saving throw. As Ornick is downed, Ripple. The conflict is escalating.
Oh boy.
You can see.
So we're breaking the chains.
Conflict has.
We're breaking the chains. I'm going to once again raise my my spell focus, that is that carved eye on a metal sphere,
Okay.
and simultaneously cast Acid Splash, which is just tossing a little wooden carved bead over there towards Astrid
Okay.
and Lystheris.
You just. Is it a dexterity saving throw or?
It is, yeah, dex saving throw
Okay.
against a 13.
What do you say?
Consider your oath observed as the Acid Splash goes out.
It just sort of like lobs through the air.
I'm trying to hit both
And-
of them, by the way, with the splash.
With Lystheris and yeah.
Yeah.
As a dexterity saving throw, Ashrin is incapacitated, which means she automatically fails it. Because I believe incapacitated means that. You can double check that ruling, but
Let's see. There might be
in that
disadvantage.
moment-
Oh, actually, probably not, actually. Let's see.
This actually matters a lot for this
Yeah,
roll.
I'm checking,
So
I'm
let's
checking.
see. Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. So she can
roll. She can roll.
She can roll. So, but she does not want to succeed. So
Oh,
she just
okay.
lets it hit her as it just splashes over the bones because she willingly fails. Because I believe in 2024 you can willingly fail any saving throw you wish, and she just lets the acid, this water, this like ball of water, just sort of like floats through the air, arcs, and then just splashes her, baptizing her. And there's just a resounding crack as the bones break and fall to the ground. And Lystheris just like looks at horror at Ashrin, who slowly stands 8 feet tall. She cracks her back, and you see she kind of just like holds out her hand, and out of the ground 30 feet off, this long sword, no, not long, this great sword flies out of the stone and like thuds into her hand, and this sort of like black flame just starts to crackle up it. And she runs turns around and stabs Lestheris through the chest. And you see Lestheris just kind of like as like three stabs, and she just holds her. You shouldn't have tried to control me. And she looks back over at you all who helped her. You have my oath. Let us be done with them. As
I never
she
fucking
turns
wanted
around,
your oath.
she turns around and takes out this like little orb almost, like this just sort of like this like shadows that sort of like coalesce into her form, and she just like chucks it at the others, and it explodes. They are ravaged by the flames, and for the most part, except for Halloran, they are knocked to the ground, dying. She makes her way through the portal and steps over the body of Lestheris. Halloran is alive and is just looking stunned, and you see in that moment as Lestheris's like life is leaving her body, you see Halloran's life. You just kind of
Where's
like
Elian?
a lion, nowhere to be seen. What do you do?
See what about Halloran?
I'm going through the portal.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase after Ashrin.
Yep.
Right behind.
Okay.
Go right by all
um,
the screaming
I need
people.
to.
You help. What about
okay.
Ornick?
Dan is
I'll
going
help
to
Ornick
help
up.
Ornick. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to stay
Than-
alive. I
Than
don't
and,
have any healing Ornick does, but
Okay. Than and Ripple help up Ornick, getting Ornick up. And as you all run towards the portal, you see it starting to close. And you were ready for this. As you one at a time. First, I believe who was the first to say they were going through? Nona, and then
One of us tieflings.
and then Morta just dashed.
Yeah, we're both
You were like
going after
you were
Ashrin.
like, this is not over.
This is not
As you
over,
run
okay.
through, Gabriella, I believe, was next, and then I believe Ripple probably would have been next, and lastly, Than. As you are helping Ornick get through, Ornick kind of like looks at Than as Ornick steps first, and Ornick, as you look back at Than, you see the portal has let through the amount of souls that was allotted. With Ashrin returned, one must stay. And you Ornick, you just turn around and you see Than like going and puts his hand up, and the portal just goes and cuts off Than's hand and just falls to the ground just on your side of the portal as you guys reappear in the tomb. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, and we will see what happens next as Than has been left in the knot and Ashrin has returned, and we will figure out what you all are going to make out of this mess.
What the fuck?
See? Told you we shouldn't have let Ashrin out.
oh my god.
I mean,
Well-
Right.
Thanks for everyone
Well, that's a
watching the
lot.
stream. We're gonna go collect ourselves, and I hope you guys come back next week to find out what happens next. Bye, y'all.
Thank you.